Namaste, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Adab and Vanakkam. This is a very special recording for my friends from Smule, for my friends from the Clubhouse application, and for those who believe in my thoughts. Many of you have asked me what I felt about post-life regression, afterlife, and whether I believed in higher beings. Friends, I would like to share with you that I totally believe that human beings are not the only beings on planet Earth. There are many beings which we do not see, but very often feel. A great inspiration for my thoughts comes from a series of books by Yale professor, Yale-trained, Columbia-trained professor, Dr. Brian Weiss. In 1980, this professor, who was a doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist, agnostic person, he had a patient called Catherine who visited him that morning in 1980, and in doing his typical hypnotherapy for her, he came across some fantastic phenomena in which she actually traveled back to past lives. She became somebody called Aronda, an 18-year-old girl who belonged to 1863 BC. Now, how is this possible? A scientist who never believed in anything that was not scientifically relevant suddenly had a patient who was telling him things. She was in a state of hypnosis, trance. She wasn't lying, she was speaking, and she was actually traveling back in time to another birth. His book, Many Life, Many Masters, written years later after many such subjects were treated, brings to light the fact that each one of us travels. All of us are spiritual beings leading a human life. We're all human beings on a spiritual journey. We're all spiritual beings on a human journey. And so what follows is, I believe in other forms of life. If people talk about ghosts or elements that are supernatural and bad, not everything that is supernatural is bad. You have a good combination of good and bad. After we lost our child to cancer a few years ago, we've been experiencing this more closely. Being a scientist myself, it was difficult for me to explain the many experiences that we had in which our child was trying to communicate with not just me and my husband, but also with other members of my family. My youngest brother, Lakshman, who was a metallurgist, a doctorate, a very brilliant mind, had an experience with his nephew in which he actually came to him in a dream or some sort of a trance and told him that he was in a happier place, and he described a beautiful place full of white, beautiful clouds. My sister-in-law, who was closest to him and a person whom he would call mommy, she also had such experiences. And I strongly believe that these are people who always are practical, and these experiences are totally true. My husband Anantram and I now believe that no one dies in the way we know it. We just pass from one life to another. Life is like a railway station. People get into the train whenever they want, and when it's time and their destination is there, they get off that same train. Only thing that the passengers might change the way they look, the way they talk, the way they think, but personally, all of us are great minds and great masters ourselves. Why I bring this video to you is, there might be many people out there who have such experiences. Do not get frightened. Do not feel shy to share. Who knows, there might be 1,000 others who are going through the same thing and might not be able to tell others because many people would not believe them. An advice to all of those people who know Meenamma: let us stay normal. Let us stay grounded and have the greatest time on planet Earth as this form. Today what you see is what you get for this lifetime. But remember, I was here before. Who I was, I wouldn't know till I go back into my mind. And believe me, if I tried, I can find out. Many of your fears, fear of drowning, fear of falling from great heights, fear of animals, many of these phobias come from things that have happened to us in our past lives. In fact, Robert Bryce has actually gone to lives of people where they were frightened of water and they found that the patient had died drowning in their past life. So you see, there are many psychiatrists, there are many beautiful healers who take us into time and do past life regression. They show us who we were, what we suffered, and sometimes that could also help us to recover. Have faith in the system. Don't think you know it all, like I did. Being a scientist, I thought I knew it all and everything needed an explanation. Can you explain to me? The river that flows through the plains is sweet water. Who then put the salt when it reached the sea? Tell me. How did the birds learn about the seasons? How did a little calf learn to stand? How were so many unwritten, unexplained things, without being taught to us, learned by us? Are these all memories that has been created by somebody unknown to us? You might call him God, you might call him anything, you might call him an extra sensory perception. Whoever that person was or is, for me, he's one of the greatest scientists. Your God, my God. We could be part of his experiment. People are watching us at all times. Whether we do good or we do bad, whether it is an our karma to go through it again or not. All these are faiths and beliefs that the ancients have taught us. Let us not laugh at it. I will be bringing out a series of such talks on my beliefs. I've had experiences, some supernatural, some out of the body. I have met people because it's my penchant and interest. If you want to join me, watch out for Meet Meenamma, my YouTube channel, which will be coming onto the stands very soon. You can always relate to me. Come back and talk to me. Life is very, very short, guys. Very short in this avatar. I know. I have a voice today. I have thoughts today as Meenamma, Meenakshi. God knows who I would be tomorrow. So when I have a voice, let me talk. When I have my thoughts, let me share. And I share because I care. So for all those out there who wanted to know, this is me, your Meenakshi. Take me as I am. Laughter, sorrow, happy, sad, any way, any which way. This is the only version you get of me this life. Stay happy, stay grounded, stay connected. God bless you. Heal yourself. Have a wonderful time on planet Earth. By the way, I'm in Goa. Check it out.